that as well.
Okay, so what's your workout schedule, both of you, if you both work out?
My workout schedule is it changes. Since we've been moving, I've been a little slack, but normally I work on doing a half hour 5 days a week.
And what exercise is that?
I do home videos. I do the Beachbody videos, like I'll do Turbo Jam or Rock and Body or yoga. And then sometimes I go to the gym. I like to go to the gym and take a hip hop class because I love hip hop. I like to dance, so I'll take classes there. I'll take a Zumba class, and those are our classes that I'll take at 24 Hour Fitness.
Gotcha. And what else? Do you guys meet friends out for dinner? What's your socializing, or what other hobbies do you have together?
We like to go out. I mean, we'll go out to dinner, we'll go out to movies. I spend a lot of time, we spend a lot of time with my family, like usually every Sunday night, when we were living in the house here, every Sunday night we would have a family get together, and my brother has 2 kids, and him and his 2 kids would come over, and my sister and her husband and their 2 kids, and my mother lived between my sister and myself. So now she's living with my sister, but they all come over, and it kind of my house, because I have 2 animals and no kids. My house was everybody would come over, and I would cook dinner, and it was kind of our family day. And then I go out. I go out with friends. Kurt does a lot with his Reiki friends. Okay. And then I have my acting friends, and sometimes we'll all go out together, and then other times, Kurt will go out with his Reiki friends, and I'll go out with my friends.
Well, and when Lynn says go out with my Reiki friends, now every Tuesday night we do our Reiki healing circle, so I'm with them there. We do a practitioners only gathering, and we used to meet at one of the other masters' houses, and that would be good for. We might, normally it would go for a couple of hours, but then we would have dinner and we would talk, and, so I mean, there could be 4 or 5 hours that I would be with the other practitioners at least once a month. And then, like Lynn says, with her schedule doing the acting and stuff, and I would be doing the same thing with my handyman stuff, but there's really no set schedule that either one of us have.
Right. Okay. And now let's talk about your compulsive eating. Can you tell me when you got it?
Now that's what we're here about, huh?
That's what we're here about. Well, I need to get the
I thought we were just making friends here.
I do want to talk to Kurt a little bit about his side of it. How did you realize that this is happening, or how did it come out, or while you were dating? What was
me or Lynn?
Kurt, you.
When we were dating, did I notice you being compulsive? There was in any new relationship, what may be perceived momentarily as something negative. In a new relationship, it's easy enough to just kind of gloss that over, that, well, I know when we're together that won't be an issue. But Lynn has been up and down the scale with her weight. And she can tell you more about her family and that kind of stuff. But the difference is, for me, sometimes it's difficult for me to go, honey, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? She's had, well, you can tell about your surgeries and stuff that you've had, and good, bad, and indifferent. But I love this lady, and she has been a lot heavier than she is now, and she's also been a lot slimmer. And it's one of those things where, and probably my younger days, it was a lot more about the outside. But I mean, look, she's a beautiful woman anyway. But it's her true beauty. I mean, she's pretty darn good looking on the outside, but her inner beauty just really shines forth. And as frustrating sometimes as it gets, for me, that's her issue. It's not mine, and it's something that Lynn has to deal with on her own. And I just I accept her as she is and for who she is, and I love her for the person that she is. Do I get upset sometimes when she's talking about a surgery, or she's talking another diet, and it's it would we joke about it that if I was in the process of losing weight, and it's like I get on the scale this morning and it's say it was 215 or 220 or 225, it's like, oh my God, no wonder my pants aren't fitting, or no wonder. So for the next couple of weeks, I would definitely be watching what I eat. Lynn, on the other hand, today's Wednesday, Lynn, on the other hand, would say, I'm going to start Monday. So today, tomorrow, Friday, and all weekend would give her license, because she knows on Monday she's going to start a new diet. She would just go ahead and treat herself to the things that she knows she's going to be missing. And sometimes for me that's frustrating, but it's like, you know what, this has been her pattern, and will it change? I don't know. That's up to her. That any of those changes, and Lord knows I know from the 12-step program, any changes that I would be making or Lynn would be making emotionally, physically, whatever, has to come from within, has to be a mindset that I'm no longer doing this. And the difference is Lynn lives to eat, I eat to live. And we've talked about it, we've discussed it, and we're just in that respect we're two different people. With Halloween just being here the other day, it was buying a bunch of candy, and we certainly had some left over. And let's see, Halloween was Sunday, so Monday, where were you Monday evening? Rehearsing or something. And so I was sitting here and kind of packing things up and watching TV and doing some things around here. And I noticed that I just kept going back to we had the candy was in a basket on top of the refrigerator, and I kept going back to it, and it was like, what am I doing? And I just had open heart surgery in June, and it was like, I don't need this. So I finally had to tell her, I don't care what you do with this stuff, hide it from me. Whether you want to throw it away, whatever, because if it's in the house, I'll eat it. And I don't care if it's candy, if it's ice cream, whatever. So I guess in a sense, I'm definitely compulsive about it too. But if it's not in the house, I'm not going to jump in the car and run down to, McDonald's or Burger King or any of those places to get an ice cream cone, or, run down to the market and pick up ice cream because I have a craving for it.
Right.
It's just I'm not that compulsive about it, and so it's just, if it's in the house, I eat it. If it's not here, I don't obsess over it.
Has it affected your relationship, you think?
I think at times, because when I say something about Lynn and her eating or whatever, she's, one of those, blah, 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 I don't want to hear it, just shut up, and it's me, let me go, and it's, and she's right, it is her. And this is her issue, and, she either has to deal with it or not, as the case may be.
And are there any health risks? Are you doing any of this to such an extreme that there's a health risk to it?
Me or Lynn?
Lynn, actually.
There's always a health risk. I am over 200 pounds, so there's a health risk. Right now I'm healthy. I have low blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. But my mother has high blood pressure. She's got diabetes. And it all came from bad eating habits. So if I don't change things, I'll end up like my mother in the future. So that scares me. I think there's always health risks. whether, I mean, the thing is, whether I was thin or not, there's always health risks when you don't put healthy foods in your body.
Right.
And I don't, and when I'm in, my disease or whatever, I'm not putting healthy foods in my body. And I get tired of it. I struggle with it, and I'm at that age now where I don't lose weight as fast, it's so I get frustrated, and then when I go off the deep end, I just say I'll forget about it, I don't even. I just, it's like sometimes I don't even want to deal with it. And then I get frustrated because to me, this is the single thing that keeps me down in my life, because I'm able to overcome, I've been able to overcome so many things in my life and change. I mean, 20 years ago, before I met Kurt, I was in an abusive relationship. I was always attracting the wrong kind of men. I mean, everything I did to extremes. I partied to extremes. I did everything to extreme in my life. That was just, that was my nature. And whatever it was, I overindulged. And I've been able to just completely change the person that I am to a person that I really like overall now. However, the main thing, that I struggle with, and I've struggled with since I can ever remember, was compulsive eating. And like I said before, I've had 2 surgeries behind it, and one surgery almost killed me. When I had the lap band. The lap band almost killed me. I mean, it literally disintegrated in my stomach and turned to mush. So I had mush in my stomach of all bacteria and just just horrible stuff that they had to get out of me. And I was in the hospital for what?
A month.
I mean, I had to go back, and it was a very scary time. And yet, when I got out, I was still throwing up all the time, and I started started, putting on weight, and then putting on more weight, and to now I'm, and now I'm back to, over 200 pounds. And so, the thing is, and that's what I said in my initial interview. That's what I said when I talked to. Was it Danielle that I talked to? Yeah, when I talked to her, I said, those surgeries, they don't teach you anything. They don't retrain you. All they do is it's a quick fix, another quick fix that doesn't help you to overcome what's really underneath all of this. I mean, I was born into this. I come from a compulsive family. I was born into this. And I carry that with me still to this day. And until I can change what's inside of me in that area, that one thing, it's like having a collar around my neck that just holds me back. And to find a way to change that would be wonderful.
And have you ever had any treatment?
I've had treatment for many different things, and I've done, I've done so many things in my life to empower myself, and I've done it all. I've done it all around weight, and becoming a more dynamic person, and.
Have you been in an actual treatment program?
An actual treatment program, no.
And tell me about your eating currently. Are you on a diet?
At the moment, I'm not.
Look like right now.
At the moment, I'm not on any diet. At the moment,
It was Halloween.
At the moment, I'm just working on moving this house and getting situated. But I'm not on anything right now. I haven't been really working on a diet at the moment.
And so what does that mean as far as your eating goes right now? What does it look like? How much are you know, what's your ritual, or what's your, do you have
My
one?
ritual,
I need to take